Today we're going to be starting learning about Shavuos, which is coming up in a few days. And today we're going to learn about how many names there are for the Yom Tov of Shavuos and why. So that's our learning goal today. Okay, Shavuos.
How did you get that?
Chag Shavuos is coming up. First night is going to be Tuesday night. Now, there are 5 names for the Yom Tov of Shavuos, which begins on Vav Sivan. There are 5 names for the Yom Tov of Shavuos, meaning that Shavuos is one of the names and there's other names as well. So let's go through all the names and we'll see what they are. So the first name is Chag Shavuos, which means the Yom Tov of weeks. We begin counting 7 weeks from the second day of Pesach, when they brought the carbon Omer of barley to the base of Mikdash, until the 50th day, when they brought 2 loaves of new wheat bread. Okay, now boys, who could tell me, let's just review a little bit, who could tell me when the Yom Tov of Shavuos begins? Baruch.
On the second day of Pesach?
Close, not correct, yes? Vav Sivan. We begin counting the Omer on the second day of Pesach. Second night of Pesach. Okay, good. Okay, how many names are there for Shavuos? Yes, Menachem.
5.
5 names for Shavuos. Okay, good. So we just covered the first name, which is Chag Shavuos, and the second name is Chag Peres. Close. Yom HaBikurim, because on Shavuos we bring baskets of first fruits of the Shiva Saminim to the base of Mikdash.
But we don't do that anymore.
Well, not anymore. We don't. That is correct. The next one, the third one, is, well, wait a second, Atzeres. I'll explain to you what this is. The meaning of the word Atzeres is to stop, one of the meanings. Hashem went around to all the nations asking if they wanted to learn the Torah, if they wanted to get the Torah. They all said no. So Hashem stopped by the Yidden and asked if they wanted the Torah, and the Yidden said, what was the phrase that they said? Right, Na'aseh v'nishma. We will do and we will hear it. Now, Atzeres is the third box word, Atzar, which means held back. So unlike by Pesach, where we have a special mitzvah to eat matzah, or by Sukkot, where we eat in the sukkah, we have a special mitzvah to have lulav and esrei, the mitzvah on Shavuos, there's no special mitzvah. Hold yourself back and just don't do malacha. Just don't do malacha. Enjoy Yom Tov, but just hold yourself back. Okay, let's review a little bit. Who could tell me so far the names that we've covered of Shavuos? Yes, Binyamin. Chag Shavuos. Yom HaBikurim, good. Chaim?
And Atzeres.
Right, Atzeres, good. Okay, now the next one is Zman Matan Torah Seder, because this is the day that Hashem gave us the Torah. Again, what day is it? Who can tell me what day it is?
Vav Sivan.
1 second. Vav Sivan, correct. Vav Sivan is the day that we got the Torah. That's 4, and this is the final name.
Oh, I know why.
Katzir, what's Katzir?
Harvest.
Harvest, very good. Chag Katzir, because Chag Shavuos begins the wheat harvest in Eretz Yisrael. Okay, so it's called Chag Katzir as well. Now, Hashem commanded the Yidden to prepare for 3 days before they receive the Torah. These 3 days before Chag Shavuos are called Shloishes Yimei Hagbala. They are special days of Kedusha as we wait for Matan Torah. During these days, Hashem commanded Moshe to make a gevul. Gevul is border around Har Sinai, so no people or animals would be able to touch the mountain when Hashem would come down to give the Torah.
It was a time then.
Okay. Now, review a little bit. Who could tell me how many names there are in the of Shavuos? Dovi. 5 names is correct. Who could tell me the names? Binyamin.
Chag Shavuos.
1.
Atzeres.
2.
Zman HaBikurim.
Yom HaBikurim. Okay, good.
Zman Matan Torah Seinu.
Good.
And
It's good. 4 out of 5. That's good. Shai?
Chag HaKatzir.
Chag HaKatzir. That's a hard one. We just did that. That's good. And when does the Yom Tov begin? When does the Yom Tov begin? Baruch?
Vav Sivan.
Excellent. You got it this time. Very good. Okay, now what we're going to do is as follows. Okay, I'm going to be having Twos. Wait, who goes to who?
Two goes to one.
2 goes to 1. I'm going to give. Wait 1 second. When I tell you to go, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to begin going, and I want you to do it quietly. I want to see how quickly you're able to go. Okay, so we're going to start with 30 seconds. You're going to go to your Chavrusa. You're going to be ready, and we're going to start. Go. 30 seconds, quickly, quietly. Excellent. Very good. You did a record-setting time. Now, Baruch is going to go around giving out the question sheets. I'm going to explain to you exactly what you're going to need to do when we go. Okay. Go, Baruch, give it up. Shh, I'm going to tell you the instructions. You're going to be getting a sheet with one sheet for each person. Okay, you're going to be getting a sheet where there is 5 or 6 questions on that sheet. You're only going to do questions 1 and 2. So I'm going to show you which questions you're going to do. Shh. Just questions 1 and 2 only, no more. Each person is going to work on 1 and 2. You're going to write it down. Go. Write your name on top, please. And boys, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to do questions 1 and 2. Go. Just do whatever you want. So why don't you work on, one of you works on the names, the other one works on the reason thing?
We're done. We did number 1.
Yes, the reason.
Reasons also.
Okay, hard time cuts here because that's the time when they start harvesting in there, so.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, Cyrus.
You know why? Because we hold ourselves back when we walk out.
As when they start to walk, when they start harvesting, and so you're going to be clear to the grade first.
Okay, 10 seconds.
Maybe, aren't we supposed to end on something with the harvest thing? And it cuts here.
Yeah. Alright, boys, how many boys need a few extra seconds?
Seconds.
I'll give you another 30 seconds and you'll do whatever you can, then we'll review it. Since kids will do it too. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, boys, please stop. If you're not finished, don't worry about it. We're going to review it anyway. I'm going to make sure that everybody understands it. Question number 1. How many names are there for Shavuos? List at least 3 of them with their reasons. How many names are there for Shavuos? And list the names. Gabriel.
5. Yom HaBikurim because they brought fruit baskets on that day. Chag HaKatzir because they harvested then, because they started harvesting then. And Chag HaShavuos because we counted 49 days, which equals 7 weeks of older.
Very good. Anybody give any other ones that were not listed?
Yes.
Moshe.
We did Chag HaShavuot because the 7 weeks.
That's what he said already. You mentioned that. We wanted to hear this. Zman Matan Torah Seinu.
Because we got the Torah on Shavuos. And did you do Atzeres?
The terrace.
No.
No, we didn't.
Just enjoy the Chag. There's no particular.
Right. You're holding back from? Right, from Malacha. Very good. Number 2. Number 2. When does the Yom Tov begin? Binyamin? It begins on Vav Sivan. Now, I just want to make sure, if everybody got those right, you'll pick up your pencil, you'll raise it in your hand. Wait a second, 1 second. If you did not get something right, you'll hold up one hand without a pencil. If you're unclear on something, then you'll hold up your hand like this. Okay, like we did last week. Okay, let's see the hands. Okay, yes, which one did you go?
Put our hands down now.
You can put your hands down. Okay, fine.